Have you ever tried to run away from your past, only to discover that life has a strange way of bringing you right back to it? Today's movie is an emotional mystery drama filled with family secrets, painful memories, and second chances. What starts as the tragic death of a father slowly turns into a journey of forgiveness and truth that changes an entire family forever. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and make sure you watch until the end, because this story has a touching message you won't want to miss. The story begins with Sara, a highly successful lawyer living in Los Angeles. She's built an impressive career and is on the verge of becoming a partner at one of the city's top law firms. Her schedule is packed with important meetings, difficult court cases, and high-pressure business deals. Sara is so focused on her career that she barely has time for herself, let alone her caring boyfriend, Ash. Every day is another race against the clock, and success seems to be the only thing that matters. But everything changes with one unexpected phone call. It's her younger sister, Lily. Lily delivers heartbreaking news. Their father, Ray Tisdale, has died in a sudden accident. The news hits Sara like a truck. Even though she hasn't spoken to her father in years, hearing that he's gone leaves her speechless. Sara walked away from her hometown years ago, carrying nothing but anger and resentment. She believed her father had betrayed their family, and she promised herself she would never return. But now, for the sake of her mother and sister, she has no choice. She heads back to her hometown near Smith Mountain Lake. As soon as Sara arrives, she realizes that almost nothing has changed. The peaceful lakeside town still looks exactly the way she remembers it. The same quiet streets, the same friendly faces, the same local traditions. And then there's the town's biggest legend. For decades, locals have believed that a mysterious creature called Smithy lives beneath the waters of Smith Mountain Lake. Some people swear they've seen strange shadows moving across the lake at night. Others claim they've heard terrifying sounds coming from the water. There's even a local group called the Smithy Research Society that spends nights watching the lake, hoping to finally prove the creature exists. Sara doesn't believe any of it. She's far more interested in finishing the funeral quickly so she can return to Los Angeles. While visiting a local shop, Sara meets Vic, an old family friend. As soon as Vic learns she's Ray's daughter, his face softens. He tells Sara that her father was one of the kindest and most respected men in town. According to Vic, Ray spent his life helping others and caring deeply about his family, but Sara refuses to believe him. To her, Ray wasn't a hero. He was the man who destroyed their family. Back at the family home, old wounds quickly reopen. Sara, Lily, and their mother, Vivian, begin arguing almost immediately. Sara accuses her father of having an affair with a woman named Betty years ago. She says that's the reason she left home and never looked back. Lily doesn't want to relive the past, while Vivian seems exhausted by years of pain and silence. The next day, the family gathers for Ray's funeral. Instead of a traditional burial, Ray had one final wish. He wanted a ceremonial boat farewell on the lake he loved so much. As the small boat carrying his memory is gently set on fire and drifts across the peaceful water, everyone watches in silence. The glowing flames reflect across the lake, creating one of the movie's most emotional moments. But even during the ceremony, Sara can't stop thinking about work. She keeps checking her phone and worrying about the important legal case waiting for her back in Los Angeles. Lily finally loses her patience. She tells Sara that she's doing exactly what she's always done, running away whenever life becomes difficult. Those words hit Sara harder than she expected. Later that evening, another shocking truth comes to light. Vivian reveals that the family is drowning in debt. They owe nearly $17,000 and can no longer afford to keep the old lakeside house. Her plan is to sell the property and move to a small condo in Arizona to start over. Lily is devastated. She has spent her entire life in this house. It's filled with memories, artwork, and everything she loves. Sara can't understand how her father could have left them with nothing. Confused and overwhelmed, she walks alone to the edge of the lake. The peaceful water reminds her of childhood. Then something incredible happens. She sees what appears to be her father's spirit standing nearby. Whether it's truly a ghost or simply her imagination is never made completely clear, but to Sara, the moment feels real. Ray begins talking to her as if no time has passed. He reminds Sara of the day she secretly tried to row a boat across the lake. The peaceful water reminds her of childhood. Then something incredible happens. She sees what appears to be her father's spirit standing nearby. Whether it's truly a ghost or simply her imagination is never made completely clear, but to Sara, the moment feels real. Ray begins talking to her as if no time has passed. He reminds Sara of the day she secretly tried to row a boat across the lake by herself as a little girl. She had almost drowned. Ray had jumped into the water without hesitation and saved her life. Sara asks the question she's carried in her heart for years. Why did you betray Mom? She asks about Betty. She asks about the roses he sent every Friday. She asks whether any of his love had ever been genuine. Ray doesn't offer simple answers. Instead, Sara slowly begins realizing something she never allowed herself to consider. People are complicated. Good people make mistakes. Making bad decisions doesn't always mean someone never loved their family. As Sara reflects on those memories, the anger she's carried for years slowly begins to fade. For the first time, she sees her father as a human being instead of the villain she'd created in her mind. At the same time, Sara begins noticing something about Lily.